Deputy Speaker, for the last decade and a half, we've been talking about the failure of Eskom, about load shedding and about the effect this has on the economy. And for a decade and a half, we've been hearing the same excuses. And yet here we are, facing not just ongoing load shedding, work shedding, economic shedding, but potentially a shift up to stage 8 load shedding. Does South Africa know what this means? Not just for lights, not just for appliances, but for water pumps, sewage reticulation, for food storage. What about hospitals and critical medical services? This will devastate the economy and destroy jobs. But do South Africans really understand what is to blame and who is to blame? 2 weeks ago, Scopa concluded oversight visits at Kusile and Medupi and met with the board and the executives of Eskom. In that meeting, we were told by the executives that the basic reasons for load shedding are the lack of skills, the lack of time, and the lack of money. Well, it's true, but let's unpack the reasons for this. The lack of skills is due to the critical skills flight brought about by skilled personnel migrating abroad. Instead, there's an environment of cadre deployment, of nepotism, and the maneuvering of criminal syndicates into positions of power. Lack of time is due to the incompetence of the ANC government to plan for future power needs. After the white paper on energy in 1998, nothing happened until 2007, when they hurriedly decided to commission new power stations that a decade and a half later are still not completed. Lack of money. Well, we all know about that, having spent the weekend reading the latest installment of the Zondo Commission and how state capture and the Gupta syndicate has looted Eskom and the country. So yes, we can debate for hours about the causes of the current energy crisis and the problems with Eskom, but let's be honest. The basic and most simple reason for all of Eskom's problems today is the ANC. But the ANC doesn't want to hear this truth. The latest example of that is the reception to the Eskom board member, Ms. Mavuso, who called out ANC corruption at our most recent meeting. She pointed out the issues at Eskom are of the ANC's making, and to quote, the ANC's mess. Instead of welcoming her honesty, ANC MPs expressed pantomime horror that this should be brought up, and the chair gave her a lecture of how Scopa does not allow party politics to influence its proceedings. Rather rich, considering that ANC party politics blocked an investigation into comments by the president in February. And what is terribly ironic is that with the latest installment of the Zondo Commission, everything Ms. Mavuso said is true. Not only was Eskom looted of almost 15 billion rand, the ANC also deployed malleable persons to the Eskom board and appointed executives to allow state capture. This particular criminal enterprise is at the basis of what is wrong with Eskom. And the ANC wishes to ignore the voices of South Africans, when in truth the real problem in this country is the criminal network known as the ANC and their obsession with the looter continua. Thank you.